Well, welcome back to another live stream. I mean, gotta be honest, it's probably just gonna be another reaction stream because Sunny V2 is uploaded, and I'm also gonna take suggestions from chat, so get typing in chat. Oh god, I'll answer questions in chat, and I also got like a stream deck so I can, you know, answer questions pretty quickly. And I can do a couple different stuff. It's pretty cool. Right, so here with Dylan Parry. Hello, Dylan.
Hello, you alive?
Right, this I'm probably not. We're doing like a reaction stream, so you know what I mean. Just gonna react to some V2. Right, let's see what we have. Oh, wait a minute. It's big Roblox drama. Massive. Guess let's start. It's just there telling us to react to it, so let's watch it.
9-year-old knows what all this shit
That
is.
has to be a fed. I pray to God that's a fed.
This video is one.
Oh god, no, never mind. That's a reaction video in itself. Oh, here we are.
Whoa, dude. This guy
Oh
said.
wow, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I can't be bothered to react to that. Plus, Pyro's already reacted to it. Let's see. Rappers who went broke. Did we already react to that Mr. Beast one? I can't remember. Live streamers who got caught. I wanted to watch this one. Yo, we can watch a couple.
Can you screen share what you can react to?
Yeah.
Like,
Alright, so we'll go with rappers who went broke.
Before
in the
filing for
stupid
bankruptcy, 50 Cent was
ways.
spending $108,000 per month.
Jesus Christ. It's crazy how much money these people earn. It's absolutely insane. I'm
why
gonna
don't you start doing that?
yeah, start rapping.
To rent an 18-bedroom mega mansion.
Well, why do you need 18 bedrooms? Why?
For one person.
One
Yeah,
person.
flexing.
It's just
flex,
completely
but yeah, I've got
unnecessary.
18.
No wonder he went broke. 108, what was it? 108 million or something.
108,000.
While T-Pain's bankruptcy
Jeez.
was so brutal that by the end of it, he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King.
Oh my
However,
God.
let's begin by talking about DMX, who had to file for bankruptcy on 3 separate occasions as he
Jesus.
couldn't afford child support.
Oh,
you see,
God.
DMX had 17 children with 11 different women, and almost every child
God.
resulted in some kind of lawsuit or
Wait,
child
pause
support
this for a sec.
requirement.
Pause this for a sec.
17? 17?
Really?
Hold on, I'm gonna get
17
a
children.
drink, and I'm gonna let Dylan talk and give you some, because I'm really thirsty. I'll be back in like a minute, but I really need a drink. 17 kids, oh my crap.
17 kids! And almost every child resulted in a lawsuit! You already know he's freaked up his life, he has 17 kids! Must be a nightmare for him. With 11 spouses. Jeez. No wonder he had to file for bankruptcy. He had to pay for every single one. Like if one of them was like really it. I'm assuming this is like
I realised
US.
I already have a drink up here.
I'm assuming this is like the US. I'm assuming this is an American rapper. Because if you have 17 kids in America, the medical bills. Jack,
Mm-hmm.
the medical bills though, if one of them...
Oh, for God's sake, I hate this drink! Stop leaking! You can tell I'm a bit irritable today, guys.
Oh my god, I hate this drink!
I feel like the whole world is just getting a jab on me today. I hate it. It's just slight things. Where the hell is... Oh, here it is. Oh my god, I hate... Nah, it's actually still leaking! Stop leaking, man! Very irritable today, guys. That's why we're just trying to do a nice chill reaction stream. Right. Surely it won't leak now. There we go. Right. Please don't leak. Right, there we go. Right. Sorry to anyone who just joined on that. I'm usually not like that. Please just watch. Don't click off. No.
For example, DMX was sued for $1.5 million worth of child support in 2008 after a genetic test confirmed that he was the father of a previously unclaimed baby, which when combined with his declining music career, resulted in his first bankruptcy filing. 4 years later in 2012, DMX was sued by a different ex-partner for a further $1 million worth of child support, and a year after this lawsuit, he'd file for bankruptcy a second time. His third bankruptcy would occur in 2016, during which it would be discovered that DMX had racked up a further $1.7 million worth of unpaid child and family support, which accompanied $950,000.
Wouldn't he go to prison though with that much debt?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he go to prison already with that much debt?
Yeah,
if
I don't understand.
And you're having to pay millions. Apparently, the average American has like 40 grand debt.
Jesus.
Maybe even 50 grand. Like, it's crazy.
Bank debt and $1.7 million worth of tax debt. Since he had $0 in his bank account, DMX was sentenced to 6 months
there we go. Jail.
Only 6 months
for the child
though.
support,
6
a further
months.
year in prison for the unpaid
Another
Okay,
year.
taxes, and was
Another
also
year
ordered to
makes
pay
no
the
sense.
government $2.29 million in restitution after he was released from his time behind
But wouldn't
bars.
he-
However, DMX never had the chance to pay the amount back in full, as he died in April 2021, and despite his extensive family tree, DMX never wrote a will, meaning that his family was still involved in money-related legal battles even after he was dead and buried.
Family
Tiger
got
was
carried it on.
Oh, that's a shame.
Family. That's a shame. His family
better
wasn't. His family weren't even involved with it. Like his parents.
managing his child support payments, although he definitely had a weakness when it came to luxury spending. After cultivating his career as a successful rapper, Tiger's name entered news headlines after he'd purchased a $200,000 Mercedes Maybach for his girlfriend, while being $480,000 behind in rental payments on a luxury Malibu home. As a result, Tiger was sued by his landlord, although he'd failed to show up to court as he was on holiday in Turks and Caicos. Yet this situation wasn't the only example of Tiger spending big in one area while being financially behind in another. For example, in 2016, while shopping for a new Bentley, Tiger's Ferrari 458 was repossessed in the parking lot as Tiger hadn't been paying for the loan. Despite this, Tiger would...
Alright. One thing, I do not get why people get like loans on cars. Just like buying an older car. Why do you need a new car? Like, literally, just buy an older car. You don't need a loan. Just buy an older car. Like, just because, I'm so fancy because I got a brand new car and now my desk is sticky. Oh, for God's sake, I really do hate this drink. Makes me just want to drink water. No, don't you... Is it leaked again? 1 minute while I just...
He screams. And that right there summarizes his mood.
Yeah, oh, come on! I literally just wiped you and you're wet again. Like, just Die! Right. Let's try and react. My desk is still sticky. Oh. Right, okay.
Would go on to purchase another Mercedes Maybach, as well as a Land Rover, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and a Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Oh
all
my
for reasons-
god. Those like... Oh, accidentally pause the video. Like, Jesus. The Rolls Royce is like hundreds of thousands of pounds. Range Rovers aren't cheap. Mercedes isn't cheap.
For non-payment, while he was seen looking at a brand new Lamborghini. Landlord for $181,000 after once again missing rental payments in 2016, which was followed by a third property-related lawsuit in 2020, where Tiger had racked up over $200,000 in damages and unpaid
Yeah.
rent on yet another rental property. It was then revealed that Tiger was being court-ordered to pay for $200,000 worth of unpaid jewelry, which accompanied the accusation by his ex-girlfriend Black China that he'd been missing child support payments. And just to add a cherry on top of the cake, while all of this was going down, Tiger was in $890,000
Yeah.
worth of tax debt to the government.
Oh my-
Despite all of this, Tiger is still seen flexing a lavish life on social media, which is a luxury unavailable to rap producer Scott Storch, who blew through $70 million in
Oh
less than
my
3 years.
God!
Scott had earned this money by producing for some of the biggest names in music, including Kanye
I
West,
wonder if
Dr.
6ix9ine
Dre, and
should be
Jay-Z.
up there. I wonder if
What did he
6ix9ine
do? He just went to prison, didn't he?
I think he got filed for bankruptcy once because he told everyone that he was like fake flexing. He said he told everyone he filed for bankruptcy. Then he told everyone his cars that he was flexing on were rented.
Oh.
Uh,
Everyone seems to
fake,
rent cars. Isn't... Try to load up. Alright, literally. I just want some goddamn food, and it just goes everywhere. No, no, no! The Christmas tree nearly fell off my desk as well then.
oh, would have been too good.
Right.
Yet
go let the
Scott
video
Storch's
play.
insane net worth began to diminish after he'd purchased an insane supercar collection,
30 cars, including Bugattis and Ferraris and all that kind of stuff.
as well as a $10.5 million mansion where he housed more than 20 staff, including a boat captain, just in case he wanted to go out on his yacht.
The captain was on full-time staff?
Yeah.
In case you want to take the boat out?
Yeah.
And the boat was how many bedrooms?
7.
7-bedroom boat. Worth how
7
much?
bedroom boat, what the hell?
Scott went on to explain just how much this lifestyle was costing him.
My monthly overhead for my household employees was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million a month I was spending.
And that if he continued to work, there wouldn't have been any problems, although this isn't what he would do.
It went from me working and delivering to doing drugs and not going to the studio.
I just stopped working, and then I got depressed and jaded.
As mentioned, Scott stopped making music and instead began to get addicted to the nightlife in Miami. And with no money coming in plus $1 million a month going out, it was only going to be so long before Scott hit zero. By 2009, just 3 years after having a net worth of $70 million, Scott had filed for bankruptcy. 6 years later, Scott would file for bankruptcy a second time, claiming to have a grand total of $3,600 of assets to his name, $100 in cash, $500 in clothing, and a $3,000 watch. Most shocking, his music companies are valued at $0, and in 2014 he made a grand total of only $10,000.
Oh my.
Throughout this hardship, Fat Joe was one of the only rappers to keep their friendship with Scott, possibly because Fat Joe went through a similar situation himself. Fat Joe had earned $1.18 million in 2007, $1.28 million in 2008, $265,000 in 2009, and $630,000 in 2010. However, despite having made this $3.3 million in only 4 years, Fat Joe failed to pay taxes on it. He was able to come up with $718,000 and had also done extensive charity work. However, this wasn't enough to satisfy the judge, who sentenced Fat Joe to 4 months in prison. Despite taking personal responsibility for his actions by stating, "There was a lot going on in the years that I didn't file my taxes, but it was my responsibility," less than 4 years later, Fat Joe entered news headlines again after the IRS revealed that he still owed them $1.1 million in taxes. However, this number was absolutely
As bad
nothing
as the other. That one wasn't as bad as the other one.
It's not as bad.
Because it was only 1.18 million and he was also a bit unlucky.
comparison of
Yeah,
Fat Joe's friend Lil Kim, who owed almost 4 times more and became, quote, too poor to file for bankruptcy. Lil Kim wasn't
how
nearly
is
as
that
successful as
possible?
some of the other rappers featured on this list. However,
How
this
is that
didn't
even
stop her
possible?
from purchasing a $2.3 million mansion back in
Oh my
2002.
God.
That's how you go bankrupt. Just live a normal
Sell it.
life.
Live in a normal house.
You don't have
Maybe
to
a
have,
bit
like, this-
richer than usual, but not like that.
Notably with the help of a mortgage. Throughout the 2000s, Kim's music career slowed dramatically, and by 2018, Kim was filing for bankruptcy as she still owed the full $2 million on her property, despite the 16 years that had passed. In addition to this, Kim now owed $1.85 million to the government for 13
Oh, this is just like cringe. On top of cringe. I hate that word. It's just bad.
1.8 million is more money than an average person in the US would have through their entire life.
Yeah. There's more money than me and you will ever see in our entire lives.
Most likely, yeah.
And everyone watching. Unless you're like Bill Gates or something.
What's that? God, POV when you see Bill Gates filing for bankruptcy.
That's what you. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna. I'm not. No comment.
No comment.
years worth of unpaid taxes,
I'd
which
love to
accompanied
see
a further
Vladimir Putin filing for
$185,000 in
bankruptcy.
unpaid legal fees. The bankruptcy became even worse after discovering that by 2018, Kim was earning a comparatively small $18,000 per month, of which
That's quite a
$2,000
lot,
went to
to be
staff,
honest.
another
Yeah,
$2,000 went to
there it
clothing, and
goes.
$10,000 went to travel fees, meaning
Oh
she had
my
less than
God.
$4,000 per month to dig herself out of $4 million worth of
my
debt.
God.
Somehow
Okay,
Lil
that's
Kim managed to, quote,
that's
get her
not great.
finances into good shape, and her bankruptcy filing was
that's not
dismissed. However, MC Hammer wasn't quite so lucky. Despite having the
MC
5th
Hammer?
best-selling hip-hop album of all time, which sold 17 million copies and featured songs such as You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer wasn't able to stay out of financial trouble. He bought more than 17
where I know
luxury
him from.
cars, a private jet, 2 helicopters,
Oh my
and 1
god.
racehorses.
Race horses. What do you need a race horse for?
Some of the horses were valued at around $1 million. Most
How's
of his
a horse
expenses,
valued
however,
at
were
$1
on his
million?
home.
That's
He
my
bought a
question.
property in Fremont, California for $12 million and spent another $30 million on renovations to turn it into his dream home. He added a bowling alley,
Tempting.
basketball court, baseball field, recording studio, movie theater, 17-car garage, tennis courts, and 2 swimming pools to the
I don't even think he's
40,000
gonna
square
use
foot
all that.
mansion.
I don't-
Yeah.
Things like his signature baggy
think that he's
pants
never
that came
gonna
to be known as hammer pants. He added several marble statues of himself throughout the property
Oh
and
my
installed a
God.
gold hot tub in his bedroom. And to keep everything running smoothly, he employed a staff of nearly 200 people on the property, which cost him an estimated $500,000 a month. Unsurprisingly, less than 5 years later, MC Hammer had filed for bankruptcy, at which point it would be revealed that he hadn't only spent his entire $70 million fortune, but had also taken on a further $13 million in loans,
God.
which had been borrowed from over 200 different lending institutions. Despite having spent a total of $42 million on his California dream home, the property resold for only $6.5 million. However, if we're on the topic of expensive homes being repossessed by the bank, we need to talk about Birdman, who's ranked as the 5th
Reminds me of the Ace family, didn't the Ace family? I think Sonny did a video on that, didn't they? Didn't the house foreclosed? Yeah, it got foreclosed. $10.1 million mansion. Jeez.
How did they lose it to foreclosure? Were they just too much in debt?
They got like loads of hard money loans,
Whoa.
and then from like 2 different lenders, and then just completely collapsed.
15th richest rapper in the world with a net worth of $110 million. But this is what makes Birdman's story unique. If he was worth over $100 million, why was his Miami mansion being repossessed by the bank for non-payment? Birdman had purchased the home back in 2012 for $14.5 million, yet by 2017 a foreclosure suit had been filed by the bank, and quote, all personal items within the home, including platinum records gracing the walls, a pool table and dozens of pairs of shoes, were all confiscated and placed in storage. The mansion was eventually sold by the bank for $10.85 million in July 2020. However, Birdman's lawyer has come out to explain the foreclosure, stating that it was the result of illegal loan terms set by the bank, so perhaps take Birdman's bankruptcy with a grain of salt. However, there's no ambiguity around how T-Pain went broke, as he's now come on multiple podcasts to explain just how brutal his bankruptcy was.
The only thing I thought of is don't Vice have a filter of him. 1 minute.
They have a filter of him. See? It's T-Pain.
That's the only thing I thought of when I heard his name.
T-Pain had built up a net worth of over $40 million at his peak in 2007, with all of his closest rap friends advising him that as long as he kept rapping, the money would keep on coming in.
Everybody before me that I had to look up to, they were just like, no, this is great. Once you start rapping, it's just money all the time. Nothing bad's ever gonna happen. Your family's not gonna come after you. Just rap, and it's just girls and swimming pools after this.
For this reason, his spending began to get out of control.
I bought my Bugatti.
You bought it for $2.1 million.
$2.1 million.
And then you, very shortly thereafter, you sold it for, all they gave you was $800,000.
But to be honest, me and you are thinking the same thing.
Waste. Sorry, just carry.
So it was like renting a car for $1.3 million.
Yeah. With the purchase of his Bugatti,
Was that just... Why did he sound like a chain smoker?
You sold it for $1.2 million.
accompanying a $400,000 chain and houses for his workmates.
I got this house.
What was that? What was wrong with his voice?
You know,
just drink H2O. I don't think your GUI is meant to be. No. No.
What?
I've not been. Right, we're gonna have to. No, it's been on the. It's been on the goddamn stream starting soon. This whole goddamn time. Right, right, next video. To be honest, that was really boring, that video. Right, first 30 goddamn minutes of the video. Completely, first 25 minutes gone to waste. Right. This one looks a lot better.
From using aimbot during a live CSGO tournament to completing
live tournament.
Yes,
right, let's just pretend that nothing happened. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For Mario 64 with a see-through blindfold.
See-through blind.
What's the point of a blindfold if it's...
These are the dumbest streamers who are caught in 4K cheating, beginning with Elm Zero, who accidentally left his
I thought it was Daz Watches then. Hang on.
on whilst trying out for a professional esports team. Up until this point, Elm Zero had built up a respectable 3,000 Twitch followers for his impressive Apex Legends gameplay. However, while trialing for the pro team Zenith, judges noticed that his aim was almost too impressive.
Ah! Oh! No, you can see them robot movements.
Too impressive.
Like, watch. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's
and while his
definitely
first kill was
aimbot.
arguably still possible without aimbot, his next kill was significantly more suspicious.
Yeah, that is so aimbot.
Elm Zero shoots through the wall as if he already knew where the enemy was, before locking onto the player with near perfect accuracy. Elm Zero was instantly called out in a Twitter post reading, "How are people streaming cheats in Scrims LMAO?" which received a response explaining that he was known for cheating on PUBG in the past.
One of my accounts was banned from PUBG. I was banned by the PUBG Corp for, my ban message said hacking.
Determined to expose Elm Zero for good, another clip was tweeted of him warming up for the match, in which his aim was once again robotically accurate, and with the evidence seeming conclusive, Zenith Esports would make a tweet explaining that Elm Zero was not contracted with us and has been removed from our trial process, which was followed by Elm Zero deleting all of his social media before disappearing from the internet. Semper0311 was even stupider, as after going live playing the game Destiny 2, he'd forget to hide the aimbot program altogether. At the time, he was streaming to a small audience of only 16 people. However, this was enough for one of his viewers to notice the fishy gameplay. Writing in the chat, "Is that aimbot?" On your screen, it has like red squares around them. Semper was dumb enough to read the comments out loud.
My screen has red squares around them.
And after pretending to be confused for a couple of seconds, the stream ended abruptly and the footage was deleted. In the days that followed, Semper denied cheating and threatened to ban anyone bringing it up.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I didn't, dude. If you want to get banned, you can keep saying that.
Yet after being pressured by the audience, Semper admitted to cheating in the weakest way possible.
There was wall hacks on my computer yesterday on stream. Like, I'm not denying that. I just don't know how they got there.
However,
oh my god. Every single streamer does this. Like, well, yeah, they're wall hacks. I have like, I don't know, strongest client on my computer, but I didn't put them on. My friend put them on, and I didn't know how to turn them off. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't mean to. But my aim's been really good, so I just kept using them. But I didn't know how to turn them off. We obviously know you're just lying. It's just so obvious.
But eventually admitted to some kind of wrongdoing, as the next person blamed her cheating.
This is the person that said her friend installed hacks on the computer.
The streamer in question went by the name of Miss Q Gemini, and just prior to—
I remember this. Didn't she? Yeah, she's on CS:GO, and then a friend. She literally had opened a hack client on a computer, I think.
She'd state that people often called her a cheater simply because she was female.
You know what's really sad? That sometimes, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, "You're cheating!"
However, the real reason behind why she was called a cheater revealed itself just minutes later, as she'd begin her first—
Oh, she uses left hand, that's really bad. I do not like people who use their left hand on CS:GO.
with wall hacks enabled.
Ah, what? They're mid.
To B. I'm going back to B.
Oh my god.
After dying in the game, she'd come to notice her colossal-sized mistake and attempted to play the whole thing off by stating that she had some weird glitch.
Do you guys ever get that weird glitch in CS:GO where it shows your rank?
Oh yeah, this is the one. This is where I remember this. Yeah, which shows you where the people are.
Shows everyone's rank. I played the other day with Rock, and he got that, and now I have it. I don't know why. It's weird.
Which was then followed by Miss Q Gemini, stating that someone named Clara had been playing on her computer that day.
Wait, Clara! Hold on. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. Why is this on my computer right now? Where is this? How do I close this? I need to text my friend Clara right now. She was at my house earlier today. I'm literally gonna kill her. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC. Clara, out of all people, this is what happens when you let people use your PC.
Realizing that there was no getting out of this, Miss Q Gemini began to trade all of her items to a brand new account, yet unfortunately this wouldn't stop a Twitch ban, which happened later that day. And while it's certainly shameless to blame a friend for the hacks on your computer, it's not nearly as shameless as aimbotting during a professional CS:GO tournament, which is what would happen in the case of Optic Forsaken. Forsaken joined the Indian Optic group in May 2018, and in the 5 games played after joining,
Why are you muting so hard?
I don't think the kid knows I'm live.
Why are you muting?
I am live.
Oh.
Forsaken had always placed either second or first. While many assumed that
did he aimbot the whole time? Or did he just think he can get away with it?
Very talented player. It will be after flying to a $100,000 prized professional tournament in Shanghai, China, that Optic Forsaken was exposed brutally. The tournament began with Forsaken taking large breaks in the warm-up rounds, as if he was trying to set something up on his computer in the background, yet it would only be after the main matches began that Forsaken's plays became incredibly suspicious. This first strange flick into the ground was followed by countless examples of him locking perfectly onto the enemy.
Yeah, it's fair. It didn't kill Aura.
And while there was a chance that some of these kills could still be made by a high-level player, it will be with one final matchup that Forsaken's aimbot became obvious.
Oh, yep.
After locking onto the enemy through a wall, event organizers called a timeout, and officials made their way over to Forsaken's computer to figure out if he was cheating. At first, Forsaken refused access to his computer, however the officials would ignore this and look anyway, during which Forsaken kept pushing them away from his computer while he tried to delete the aimbot right in front of their faces. Despite having traveled all the way from India, Forsaken and the whole Optic team were instantly disqualified from the tournament, which became even worse when Forsaken issued a public statement explaining that neither his team, manager, or coach had even the faintest idea that he was hacking.
Oh my god, so we got his whole entire team disqualified from this massive CSGO tournament.
I feel bad for the team.
Dumb.
I feel bad.
This dumbass right here. God's sake, man, I hate people like that.
Scandal eventually resulted in Optic India shutting down altogether, but Forsaken isn't the only person in this video to cheat in a professional tournament. Because during a professional Fortnite tournament with a $500,000 prize, the following scenario happened to a player by the name of Marky Locuris.
What? Wait, what?
Despite being down and finished countless times by his opponent, a glitch prevented Marky from being eliminated. Whilst being revived, Marky told his teammate to keep quiet about what had happened, which was followed by the two unfairly killing the player who had downed Marky originally. After continuing to play normally, Marky was approached by event organizers who asked him to leave the match, yet he'd refused, stating that what had happened was a glitch and was part of the game. While he would eventually give up and leave, this prompted discussion online about whether Marky had cheated or not. I don't think he is cheating, I think he just went with it. All these kids saying he wasn't cheating. He knew he wasn't taking damage and got revived, and continued the game even though he should have died. That's considered an exploit and is cheating. Fun fact, the first clip was actually a glitch, but he decided to abuse it. There was certainly an argument for whether or not Marky's behavior constituted cheating, however, the same couldn't be said for Captain
What?
No, never mind.
Baldy, who accidentally showed his aimbot whilst trying to prove that he wasn't cheating. Up until this point, Captain Baldy had built up a Warzone kill death ratio of over 2, yet
What?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Word of the day, Lisa Corrigan, a 45-year-old woman who has glasses by Specsavers.
It's similar to the Apex Legends play.
Thank you, tall man.
In the beginning, Captain Baldy would be called out on Twitter after locking onto an enemy who was running behind a wall. Another clip then surfaced where Captain Baldy displayed suspiciously accurate shooting. And as a result, his chat began to fill with people calling him a cheater. Determined to prove his innocence, Captain Baldy agreed to show his task manager, yet hilariously seemed to instead tap the key which brought up his cheat menu.
Task manager? Yo, they want my task manager? Hold up. Control delete. Oh my god.
The chat then mocked Captain Baldy relentlessly, which was followed by a live Warzone ban later in the stream.
From COD. No way. Banhammer.
With the Captain Baldy saga ending with the deletion of his entire Twitch channel. Getting caught while checking the task manager was a trend continued by Call of Duty streamer Young, although he didn't take his expose as humbly as Captain Baldy did. Young's viewers noticed that he always seemed to know where the enemy was coming from, so just like our last cheater, the audience requested that he show his task manager. Now, Young wasn't dumb enough to bring up the entire cheat menu, however, after accessing the task manager, his stream display bugged out and showed a second open window where his hacks could be seen clearly. After being banned from Call of Duty, Young would take to his Twitter on which he'd make an idiotically arrogant tweet reading, "Got mad free press tonight, over 2k views overall. Some people even posted my gameplay online. Thanks for the shoutouts, people, really appreciate the help." Although these 2,000 views worth of free press didn't contribute to the long-term growth of his career, as Young hasn't gone live on Twitch ever since. However, Young still looks like a genius in comparison to Twisted Bear, whose Twitch description boldly claimed that he was the top Modern Warfare player. The reason for this claim would become apparent in July of 2020 when he'd go live displaying
by the way,
his
guys,
skills
if you want to stream like Modern Warfare 2 or like Warzone, or can do it like stream if you want.
He completely forgot that he had his wall hacks on. The end to Twisted Bear's career was then unbelievably quick. He was banned from Call of Duty, then Twitch, and was never heard from ever again. But this is what separates Twisted Bear from the next cheater, Mr. Golds, who made a much larger spectacle over his cheating ban. Mr. Golds was a much more significant figure in the Call of Duty community, sporting a Twitch follower count of over 50,000. During a live stream to an audience of approximately 1,700 people, Mr. Golds brought up his task manager before beginning to brag about how he was so good at Call of Duty that he didn't need to cheat.
Is it the first time you see someone good at the game? Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
Although he didn't seem to notice that he'd also accidentally brought up his cheat menu on which he had aim at enemies turned on. Despite having 1,800 viewers at the time, almost nobody was talking in the chat or calling him out for it, showing that he was probably also viewbotting. However, while the chat remained pretty quiet, the incident was shared to Twitter where it received over 2,000 likes and 700 retweets.
To be honest, I didn't even notice at first.
Being temporarily banned from Call of Duty and Twitch, Mr. Golds would upload an apology video in which he'd state that he didn't mean to download the cheats.
I truly...
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry about it. I didn't mean to.
What does he mean, I didn't mean to? You don't download and use cheats.
Yeah, everyone does this.
I mean, come on, buddy.
Before going on to try and convince his audience that this wasn't who he was.
This is not who I am. This is really not who I am.
Despite having cheated for months in the lead up to his expose. These days, Mr. Gold's Twitch channel is an advertisement for big cryptocurrency giveaways from Tesla, which sounds like an even bigger scam than his wall hacks. However, a more interesting question to ponder is what happens when a game developer gets caught cheating on his own game. This is what happened to Autonil, the H1Z1 technical director, who was caught using invisibility whilst live on stream.
What's happening? Why are you cheating? Really, dude? You're cheating. A dev cheating. Wait, you not see him?
You can't see me?
No way he gets banned.
What?
No way he gets banned. It's his own game.
My god.
Yeah, judging from his reaction, the cheat had definitely been left on accidentally.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys.
Damn, I actually feel for the dev. You can tell he felt really bad. Poor guy, lol. However, there was absolutely no accidents coming from...
Oh, so you just don't get banned or anything.
Jarvis, who was given a lifetime
Jarvis.
after cheating.
Yeah, this is like the most popular one.
On November 2019, FaZe Jarvis would upload a video titled "Fortnite Gave Me Aimbot," in which he'd explain that he was given hacks by an unknown person in random duos.
Something crazy actually happened. I got in a random duos game, and he was telling me like he can get aimbot and everything.
And that he was going to test the hacks for his video.
This is what happens. Look. Aimbot, FOV, aimbot. I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off.
Over the following 7 minutes, Jarvis lit up every single person in the lobby with his insane aimbot accuracy.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh! I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Whilst explaining that he was using a new account and a new computer so he wouldn't get banned.
Obviously, I don't want to have aimbot on my main account. I had to go on
Yeah, but it's still going to get banned.
PC, like, I don't want to get my main PC banned.
Jarvis finished the video by once again reiterating that you shouldn't hack and that his dummy account was most certainly going to get banned.
Never use aimbot, okay? Never do it. You're gonna get banned. I'm 100% gonna get banned on this account.
Yet he probably didn't expect that Fortnite would watch his video and ban every single one of his accounts permanently. In the days that followed, Jarvis would upload a new video titled "I've been banned from Fortnite, I'm sorry."
Did he get banned? Didn't he like? Did he leave FaZe, or did like FaZe kick him out?
Story in which it explained that he could no longer play the game.
I've actually been permanently banned on Fortnite for life. Recently, I posted some videos of me using aimbot. It didn't even cross my mind to think that I could be banned for life on Fortnite.
Before stating that he was extremely sorry for his actions.
You know, it's obvious that I made a massive mistake. And of course, I would never think about doing anything like this again. I know now how big of a mistake this was, and like, it's just, there's nothing I can.
The video accompanied a tweet.
The fakest cry ever.
There's nothing I can.
Live footage of a child after losing all his Fortnite skins.
No, child after getting.
The video accompanied a tweet by Jarvis reading, "I'm going to take accountability for my actions, and I understand completely why this has happened. I just wish I had known how severe the consequences were at the time, and I would have never thought about doing it. I love all of you who still support me. This is not the end." And while Jarvis did seem quite apologetic for his actions, Fortnite would make an example out of Jarvis by banning any new accounts that he tried to create. The interesting thing is, Jarvis's punishment was still less severe than Superfast Jellyfish, who might have the craziest cheating story in this whole video. Superfast Jellyfish was a Super Mario 64 speedrunner who wanted to join the exclusive 9-person list of Super Mario players who had completed the game whilst blindfolded. In the lead up to his blindfolded attempts, Superfast Jellyfish had been playing Super Mario 64 for 3.5 years, leading him to believe he had enough experience to beat the game without eyesight, and apparently he was correct, as he'd successfully complete the blindfolded challenge after only 3 tries. However, his ability to complete the challenge with such ease prompted a user by the name of Charlie Brown 64 to upload a video titled "Obvious Cheater Fakes Blindfolded Super Mario 64 Speedrun," in which he tears Superfast Jellyfish's run to absolute shreds.
Only a true gamer such as this man would be able to somehow sidestep this Goomba, quickly make his way up the path, and then do this long jump to the next red, all completely blindfolded, and with absolutely no setup necessary. Not only does he somehow know exactly where the 1-up box is, but he also knows exactly what direction the 1-up will go in once it spawns, something completely determined by RNG. Then, after chasing it on a moving platform for a completely arbitrary amount of time, he somehow knows exactly when and where to jump to the left. Watch now as he somehow knows exactly where he is on the spinning platform and knows exactly where the first pole is. Again, anyone who was actually blindfolded here would have probably just kept holding left and run off. However, this guy is able to make a completely random amount of adjustments to make it onto the pole.
19 days after Charlie Brown would upload his expose, Superfast Jellyfish uploaded a bizarre apology video in which he tried to claim that the run had been faked deliberately.
That speed run was purposely fake. It was purposely fake.
Yet nobody seemed to buy any of his lies, as Superfast Jellyfish's time in the spotlight ended with a dislike ratio of over 95%.
Insane. What do we do now?
Like, I don't know, maybe watch something like...
Chat, what do you think?
Why was the first thing in my mind that came into my head was Kitchen Nightmares?
Alright, well...
Why was that...
Is it copyright though?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's copyright.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyway.
Oh!
We're not gonna do the full episodes because we're just gonna. Right, most popular. Then we'll like do some like TikTok reaction. I don't know.
Flip.
6 times. Gordon Ramsay actually liked the food. You know, I've seen this. I've seen that a million times, and I really cannot be bothered to like fake react to it. So, go this one.
Okay.
Gotta go for the stuffed banana peppers. I've got to try that Italian stuffed fillet.
Okay, how do you like it done?
Medium rare, please.
Okay.
Carletta.
It's our signature sauce.
And who came up with that idea?
Dino.
Dino.
It came to him in a dream.
Really?
Oh no.
Our claim to fame came in a dream from someone who knows nothing about food or how
Imagine
Okay.
Imagine how
Gotta
cool.
go for the chicken paletta. That's the sauce that was dreamt of.
Just thought about
in
it.
his
Disgusting.
dream.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And it begins.
Don't sweat the chef. Do what you guys normally do.
What the chef?
What is that, olive oil?
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like olive oil.
Do you mind if I have a little taste?
What the? That's a lot of olive oil. That is a lot of olive oil.
It tastes like frying oil.
Oh, the very famous
Is
sound
that
of
in
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please, thank you.
Yep.
Wow, that's dreadful.
Chef Ramsey's asking.
Massive creaking. Jesus. Why is it blank? What are you doing?
So much better. Right,
What are you doing?
Teal 43.
there we go.
Tina's been such a hands-off manager for so many years now that she's
Yeah,
become
okay.
so blasé.
Yes, sir. And what is that olive oil there? Is that canola oil?
No, it's
olive oil? Pomace oil. Is that what you're serving there?
It's that mix.
Look at that. Jeez, it smells off. You smell that? What's in there?
I don't know.
When was the last time they were cleaned?
I don't know.
You're the front of house. What a mess. Is the bathroom nearby? I can just
Yes,
go wash
sir.
my hands.
To the
please.
right.
Shit, what happened there? What's that?
Tiramisu.
Oh my god. Are they done every day?
Probably a couple weeks ago.
What, is that a fake tiramisu? Like
No, it's.
That's a real tiramisu? Oh, come on.
No, that's.
So that's just sat there from fresh. And you said 2 weeks?
No, probably 3 weeks ago.
That is longer than 3 weeks.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Sam.
Yes.
How long have these desserts been sat here?
A couple months.
A couple of
Couple
Oh
months?
my
couple of
god.
months? You just told me 3 weeks.
No, I would say under a month.
It was a couple months.
Do they stay out all night?
Yeah.
That is a fucking health hazard. Oh my god. Shit my boots.
I love how she
I can't do this.
how she wants it to go down. I love how
I feel like some people just completely suck up to him on these episodes. It's just annoying, but
she tells them everything.
Here's our stuffed fillet.
This is the stuffed fillet.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Wow. What a mess. I asked for mid
what the? That's not even blue. That's just complete raw.
It's almost like you've got to stick your knife in it to
The title says, doesn't
kill it.
it?
I mean, the thing's still
It's not
fucking moving. Sam, I'm trying to cut into that. I asked for mid-rare, but it's like raw.
It's little raw.
Is that steak frozen?
Probably.
Could you just check with the chef,
Yes.
please?
Was that steak frozen? He wants to know.
I don't. Was this frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Okay,
one
well he
was.
said it's raw.
I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Which one?
Right.
Dirty.
You're about
Chili.
to get destroyed.
Shit round the outside.
Wow. Fresh lasagna is actually frozen and microwave.
Oh god.
I've seen that one. Gonna be honest, I've seen that one. We'll watch the angriest owner of all time. This one's good.
I want to see this heated argument.
This one is really good.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
So you're trained classically in terms of...
Absolutely not. You would not want me to cook you anything.
Oh, really? And on a scale of 1 to 10, mark the food, what would you say? Where are we?
It's a 10.
Wow.
Oh,
wow,
wow.
wow, wow.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm starving because the room service next door was shocking.
Wait a minute, the room service next door was shocking? What do you mean it was shocking?
There's a little hotel next door, a little boutique hotel.
We do the room service for that hotel. What was the problem?
Honestly,
Yeah.
that was embarrassing.
Why? What did you have?
This pissy, grainy soup that was stone cold. Hold on, it gets worse. Crab cakes that were stone cold in the center. It was just like this ball of mush.
Oh.
Disgusting.
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 That's impossible if a crab cake stone cold.
You're telling me I'm exaggerating?
I think you're one of those customers that I would fire immediately.
Fire. Yeah, she fires customers. I don't know how. I don't.
She fires a customer. The customer doesn't work there.
I have.
Okay. Well, let me sit down and eat.
Can I suggest something?
I don't want you to stitch anything, because if you're now telling me that that room service was you at your best, I'm shitting myself before I start eating. Let me tell you that.
Wow.
Now, Abby, I'm not here to argue. You asked me to come here and look at this place to help you out. Let's get one thing clear straight away. Cut the bullshit.
Okay.
If you're going to sit there and start bullshitting
I'm
me...
not sitting, I'm standing.
I'm going to go for your balls. Big time.
Wow.
When you just told me 5 minutes ago that the food's 10 out of 10, the room service is perfect, basically I'm going to eat, and I'm going to leave, unless you start telling me the truth.
I don't know where you're coming from. I really don't know where you're coming from.
Let me eat the food.
I absolutely think you're fucking full of shit.
I've been here 5 minutes, and already you're in denial.
I'm not in denial. I will back up anything my kitchen does.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is the crispy calamari.
Calamari, yes.
Ooh. And why is it looking so wet?
It's sauce that they toss it in.
Just say that again. You fry it.
They fry it.
And then you...
And then the batter's all gonna come off.
And it's soaking wet. All the crispy batter's just coming off.
Yep.
You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not mine.
Yeah, so... It's not mine either, but however, I'm optimistic.
Oh! 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 Yeah, it's copyright. Just got an email. Yeah, we can't react to that. It's copyright. Am I still alive? God's sake. Yeah. I told you it was copyright.